Hey guys, welcome back. Happy New Year. It's 2021. We made it through 2020 onto a new year. Hope you guys all had a good break. And to start this second semester on week 13, we are going to be starting with math liquid equivalents. So 8 fluid ounces equals 1 cup. 2 cups equals 1 pint. 2 pints equals 1 quart. And 4 quarts equals a gallon. And that's going to be sung to the tune of them bones, them bones, them bones, them dry bones. And it sounds like this. 8 fluid ounces equals 1 cup. 2 cups equals 1 pint. 2 pints equals 4 quarts. And 4 quarts equals a gallon. And it looks like this. So this is what we did in class to kind of get the visual of what these sizes mean. So we have 1 ounce right here, right, Sky? So 1 ounce, 8 of these equals a cup. So we're going to start with 1 ounce into our measuring cup. Let's go move this down just a little bit so that you can see better. And we're going to go ahead and pour that 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 ounces, and you can see right there, the measuring unit is ounces. Let's see how you can see that. Ounces, and we're up to 8. So 8 fluid ounces equals, 8 fluid ounces equals, Sky, are you gonna help us pour?
Yeah.
8 fluid ounces equals 1 cup. And we have 2 cups equals 2 cups equals 1 pint. So let's pour those in. 1 cup. Yep, because 2 cups equals 1 pint. 2 cups.
Ooh,
So
that's
8 fluid ounces equals 1 cup. 2 cups. 2 cups equals 1 pint. And 2 pints. That's right. 2 pints equals 1 quart. So let's pour our 2 pints. 2 pints. We have a funnel for this. Thank you, sweetheart. 2 pints equals 1 quart. Into the quart jar it goes. 1 pint, 2 pints.
That's
2
cool.
pints equals
That's
1
cool.
quart.
No, that's cool.
That is cool. And 4 quarts. 1, 2, 3, 4 equals a gallon. So 4 quarts
We're
equals
gonna put all
a
of them
gallon.
there.
All into here. 4 quarts equals 1 gallon.
Ooh, that's gonna be cute. It's gonna go all the way to the top.
Ooh, that's 2.
3.
3.
And 4.
And 4. So,
Okay, so that's
let's explain how we got there, right? We got there with, where's our ounce cup? 8 fluid ounces equals
1 liter.
1 cup. 2 cups equals 1 pint. 2 pints equals 1 quart. And 4 quarts equal a gallon. All right, not sure how well that came across on video, but that's how we get to a gallon. And thank you, Sky, for your help. I think she's gonna help us with our next subject, which is English. And for English, we are learning the verb to beat. And so, since it's to beat, we're gonna take out our fingers. Everybody take out your pointers. And we're going to beat with our pointers, or we're going to beatbox. When you think of beat, you can think of beatboxing, which is making sounds and percussions with your mouth. So, to beat, beats, beating, beating. To beat, beats, beating, beating. To beat. Beat, beats, beat, beating, beaten. To beat, beat, beats, beat, beating, beaten. And that is our English. Thank you for your help, Sky. And moving along to our next subject is history. For history, we have tell me about the 14th Amendment. So, in 1868, the 14th Amendment made all former slaves U.S. citizens and paved the way for the civil rights movement. So we had little shakers in class because in the song, you can kind of hear the sound of shakers. So in 1868, the 14th Amendment made all former slaves U.S. citizens and paved the way for the civil rights movement. And you can shake that out. And that is how we practice our English, our history, the 14th Amendment. Okay, for Latin, we are translating the chapter, John chapter 1. So it says, we're on the second portion of our translation. So the beginning was, in the beginning was the word, in principio erat verbum. So that was last quarter, week 12. This week, we're going to the next part of that verse, which is, and the word was with God. Translated, that is, et verbum erat apud Deum. So we are singing this to the tune of King's Things version of they put this whole chapter into a song. And so this part sounds like, and the word was with God, et verbum erat apud Deum. The second part is, and the word was God, et Deus erat verbum. In class, how we do this is, and you can do this at home, just separate into two groups or do this with one other person, and you take turns doing this. Someone says the English side, someone says the Latin side. So, and the word was God, et verbum erat apud Deum. And the word, the first part was, and the word was with God. And then the next part is, and the word was God. Et Deus erat verbum. Okay. For timeline, we have the age of exploration. So, age of exploration, circa 1400 to circa 1600. Then we have Prince Henry. So we take our P. Prince Henry founds the School of Navigation. Then we have the slave trade in Africa. This is making the shape of the outline of that continent. And then we have Gutenberg's printing press. And then we have Shanghai, do the sign for gold because they were known for their gold trading. And so I do Shanghai in Africa. Then we have Tsar Ivan, take an I, Tsar Ivan, the Great of Russia. And for Russia, you just stand up and go like this on your hips. Then we have the Spanish Inquisition. And those are all the motions for our timeline. For geography, we are learning about the Western Mountains. And here they are. So for the Western Mountains, we sing this to the tune of We Will Rock You. But first of all, let's introduce them. So this blue range here is the Rocky Mountains, right? Then we have Mount Elbert here in red and Pikes Peak on the eastern side of that right here in orange. And then we have the Sierra Nevadas, this purple range here. And then within the Sierra Nevadas is Mount Whitney, the green peak right there. So to the tune, it sounds like Western Mountains, Rocky Mountains, Mount Elbert and Pikes Peak, Sierra Nevada, Mount Whitney. So once again, that's Western Mountains, Rocky Mountains, Pikes Peak and Mount Elbert. You can do it either way. Sierra Nevadas and Mount Whitney. And that is our geography. And this is from CC Connected user Marilyn Ramos. So that's, if you're wondering, that's where these maps come from. And last but not least, we have science. And for science, what is the atomic number? The atomic number is the number of protons in the nucleus of an atom, which is the same number, also the number of electrons if the atom is neutral. So in the song, it sounds like this. This is what the atomic number is right here. We sing this to the tune of Down in My Heart. Got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. So the atomic number is the number of protons in the nucleus of an atom, which is also the number of electrons in a neutral atom. So hopefully this graphic helps. This is the atomic number, which tells you the number of protons in the nucleus of an atom, which is also the number of electrons in a neutral atom. So here we have 8 protons and 8 electrons. And that is our science. I hope that is helpful. Oh, that's right. I was also going to show you guys for art this week, we are studying Grandma Moses. And for anyone that wasn't able to make it to class, let me grab our sample of that. Grandma Moses is known for her works that she started nearly 80 years old and later in her life, which was very inspirational because anybody can start art at any time, and she's a great example of that. But her work is great because it tells a story of a celebration, a time in her life. A lot of her scenes are on a farm, which is where she lived. And her work is exceptional in its ability to tell a story of many different things happening in a time period or in a certain area in one picture. And she ended up doing really, really well with her work. In just a few decades, she had over 1,500 pieces of artwork that she was able to share with our world. And so here is an example of what we made inspired by Grandma Moses's work. This is a scene that we did just depicting our Christmas experiences over the Christmas break. So we have a lot going on in one page. You'll notice that it's not a zoomed in piece of art. It's a zoomed out so that it can show a lot. So here we have the Christmas time with presents, new bikes.
Hi.
And we have Dad playing with a baby. The girls read lots of books together over the break. We did lots of decorating. Sky got a new fish that swims in the water. We had also lots of wonderful meals around the table with family. We also did lots of game playing. Here we are playing bingo, baked cookies together in the kitchen. A little mouse came in with our box from the Christmas tree out of the shed. So we have that upstairs. That was a fun time during our break. But you get the picture. We also drove and got to see the grandparents. So we have Mount Rainier here. So this is just depicting a lot of different things that happened during the course of our break. And it is all into one picture, which is in the style of the great artist that we're studying this week, which is Grandma Moses. And so another version of that here is Sparrow's sample, and the same idea. She's got a lot going on. She's got a game table over here, dinner table, some flowers in the meadow, a dream that she had, a friend that she got to see. So the idea is to just put a lot into one picture to describe a scene, a time, a memory, with lots of things going on in the style of our great artist, Grandma Moses. And that is our art, and that wraps up everything for this week, 13, for Cycle 3 memory work. I hope this is helpful. I hope you guys have awesome weeks, and looking forward to seeing you next week. Bye-bye.